What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, LeRon Dawkins, and as always, my co-hosts are back with me tonight. Hello, Stephanie Klimoff, the Mad Pharmacist.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Corey Deering, I don't know, what do you call yourself around here? I don't know.
What's poppin'?
That dude. I don't know if I like that.
Oh, yeah. Your face says it all.
I could have said, what is popping?
Ugh, gosh, that was gross.
You sound like my money don't jiggle. It's funny. You sound like that.
Like a TikTok thing. Oh wow.
It's going up
And back in
exclusively
the
on
house with
TikTok.
us tonight. Watch. I'll be scrolling TikTok tomorrow. I'm gonna see Corey Deering on freaking TikTok, and I was like, "What the hell have I done?"
You do one of these things.
All right, and back with us tonight. It's been a while. Welcome back, the one, the only, the all-star of Nintendo Power Block, Mr. Eddie Vardell.
Hello, all my loves out there. How are you guys
Ooh.
doing?
I got goosebumps.
All right. Put the Barry White voice back. We're not in the mood for that tonight. We're not.
Ah,
Smooth jazz.
it's after dark.
I like this.
Ooh.
He's like, this is the quiet storm here at Boss Rush After Dark.
Look, Quiet Storm is the bomb. Sometimes he used to play the kung fu.
I'm that retro code, and you're in for a nice, long, relaxing ride here tonight at Boss Rush After Dark. Let me stop. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
I'm so concerned.
It's about the fall is about to drop. And good chill hop music is coming. So I'm excited to hear that.
Well, cool. All right, so guys, I'm glad to hear that. Did the holiday treat you well, Corey?
Sure. Yep. Monday.
Wait. You say Monday like you had to work. Did you work?
I did a little bit, but it's
Okay.
because we had an event this week, and the events start on Wednesdays, so the 2-day promotion goes up on Mondays, and I literally worked for like less than an hour, but had to be done. But this is, by the way, this is like the 7th thing I've recorded today.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Between
You know what, guys? Are we going to be nice to him tonight?
no,
No mercy.
Okay. Bitch, what the hell's wrong with you?
me.
Yeah, you.
What do you mean? It's
You
my
said
job.
You said it's the 7th thing you've recorded.
my
What have we
job.
told you? What have we?
That's literally what I get paid to do.
The Boss Rush meetup, like you guys are gonna see some shenanigans because I'm gonna be chasing Corey like around the room with a freaking broomstick. I'm just like,
I welcome the
Fair
challenge.
I'm just gonna have a fan talking to Stephanie and so that's be like, y'all see this foolishness? Let's go get some churros or something.
We could just watch while
to quote a line from Gone in 60 Seconds is, you need a role model. Like, dude, you just don't.
Wait,
hold on. You know,
because first of all, you and Corey got bad knees, so y'all trying to run after each other in the first place. It's going to become comedic gold.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
Look at
just
this
grab
guy,
some
LeRon.
popcorn.
Look at this. Look at this.
okay. All right. Well, this has been the latest episode of Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. I'm your man, LeRon Dawkins, and we're going to signing off right now because I'm going to have to go strangle a bitch.
That's you, Ed.
I'll have some cheesecake waiting for you.
That's you.
Oh no, cheesecake is not going to do it tonight.
With some German chocolate? Come on
No,
now.
Nope.
So hold on.
Nope,
Can I
don't
ask a real question? What is the appeal of cheesecake?
Oh, you know what? If you have to ask the question, I don't have the energy to tell you.
I don't get it.
I love mint cheesecake. I really do. But it's because I like cream cheese. I like cream cheese, not like sugar. And you put that all together and you turn it into a cake. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite dessert, dude?
I mean, I like dumb things like cookies and stuff like that, and brownies. I'm not like I'm not like a pie person.
Wait. There's nothing dumb about like brownies and cookies. There's nothing
No, but
dumb about that.
I mean like I feel like cookies and brownies are in a different dessert category than like cake and pie and cheesecake, you know? I feel like it's like a separate category. I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid.
I think most people appreciate the cheesecake because like the cheesecake is it takes a little bit of work.
Yeah.
Especially when you're making like a really good gourmet cheesecake. A good gourmet cheesecake takes like 4 hours. It takes like 4 hours to. It takes from 4 hours to prepare to baking, and then like the really good ones, you have to chill them overnight after they come out the oven.
Look, if it takes
Wait
me
a whole
4
damn day to eat it.
if it takes me 4 hours to make something I can eat in 4 seconds, that's not worth it to me.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
I just.
But you know what the thing about cheesecake, and I struggle with this. It's like very creamy and rich, and therefore I love it. However, for example, if you go to the Cheesecake Factory, they have like all the cheesecake flavors, but then they also put the calories on there. And there's a love-hate relationship with calories because I'm like, I want a cheesecake. Then you look at it, and all of them, but like one, are over 1,000 calories for one slice, and then I feel sad.
But I know,
you know who else puts calories on their menu? Wendy's.
Mickey D's. Mickey D's. Taco Bell doesn't do it for some strange reason.
Taco Bell is not classified as food, so it doesn't have to.
It's edible items.
Edible items.
Look, as somebody who really loves Taco Bell, this is not food. Okay.
Look, they saw taco chickens.
When you squeeze your meat out of a heated tube, it is not food. Okay.
Oh wow.
Hold on. You know, since you're talking about Taco Bell, hold on. Okay, so how many? Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys have the Taco Bell KFC combos in y'all cities, right?
Oh yeah, we also have Pizza Hut KFC. Pizza Hut KFC.
You got the Kentucky Hut.
No, we also have. There's one about a half hour away from us that has all 4 places in it.
Wait, 4?
Taco Bell,
what's the 4th one?
KFC, Long John Silver's, and Pizza.
Yeah.
Whoa, holy transtat, Batman.
So we had all of those places separate. When the KFC by my house opened up, they did have Pizza Hut also, but they got rid of it. And now they have a KFC / Long John Silver, like close to where Great America's at in Gurnee. And that's the only Long John Silver that's around, because all of those places in my area, they used to be their own place. They used to be their own restaurant.
Nothing like that popcorn shrimp. Right nothing like that popcorn shrimp, mashed potato, corn taco. You know what I mean?
Oh, good movie.
Oh my god. Now you know in the city I live in, like there's a few like KFC like Taco Bell combos.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one area where it's like one shopping center. In the shopping center, there's a Pizza Hut, there's a Taco Bell, and there's a KFC. it's like what are y'all doing?
But you know, I didn't know that Long John Silver was part of like.
I didn't know it was either.
Yeah.
You know.
Look, it was a big deal when they transformed the Long John Silver's Taco Bell into the four whatever
places.
You know.
The sad part is it's Long John Silver's a guilty pleasure for me. Like, but I cannot eat it anymore because that is one thing that runs my blood pressure up now. And I had
fast food, seafood didn't do it to you before.
Back when I was in my 20s and had arteries of steel, no.
Shoot.
Now it's like everything. Like I had my eye exam today, and of course the doctor reconfirmed to me that I'm old because, like, yeah, this is the year you're getting bifocals, and I'm like, really?
Oh wow,
really?
I know. I used to go to the Target just to get Pizza Hut, the pan pizza, small ones. I would used to just go to Target for that and didn't leave, because I just had a taste for it. Like I didn't want a full Pizza Hut thing.
Yeah. Our Target has a micro Pizza Hut and a Starbucks.
least a doctor told you that you needed glasses, right? At least you don't have a 4-year-old that asks you where your hair went. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Wow, shade all day long.
Just saying.
Oh my God. I tell you, kids tell the honest truth.
Oh,
They really do.
They do. It hurts sometimes.
Which is hilarious when like kids learn how to lie, and it's like no. I liked you better when you were just telling the brutal, honest truth.
Yeah. My daughter watches a lot of Bluey, the kid show Bluey.
Aw,
and
Bluey.
Yeah, and she calls me a big beluga because that's what they call their dad. So she calls me a big beluga.
Oh.
Aw.
I'm like, don't like that. But what are you gonna tell her? You gonna tell her no? You can't call me that because it's fine. All good.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, it's been a week so far. We made it to Wednesday though.
Yeah, we did.
That's good, right?
Buddy.
Yes.
I've had a
good, right?
great day.
We only have 2 more days left in this week.
We do.
Are you being sarcastic, Corey? Because
No.
how can you have a great day after recording 7 podcasts?
Well,
I know, right?
here's the thing. It wasn't 7 podcasts. It was 2 podcasts for work. One was like 45 minutes before we started recording tonight. So, and then we had our event this week. So, the first 3 presentations were today. So I had to
Okay. Well, that's a little
media
different.
Yeah,
that's a little different. I thought you were about to say you were like not micromanaging. What's the other word when like you're just in a frantic like rush to do stuff? I didn't realize work like your actual real life job was involved in this. So that makes it a little bit different.
That's what I said at the beginning.
I rescind my bitching session at you now. I rescind it.
Don't
I'm
worry,
sorry.
There's another one coming somewhere. I feel it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we love you and we don't want you to have a mental breakdown, a freaking heart attack.
I've never had one of those.
Better knock on wood there, buddy.
Can we talk about our patrons, please?
Yeah.
Before I come out of pocket and say something I'm not supposed to say.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
So yeah, you can support Boss Rush After Dark on Patreon. You can head over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network where you can support this show and many others. You can subscribe at the $1 tier and get this show as well as 4 others early access, as well as a $5 tier where you can become a Patreon producer. What does that mean? It means you get your name shouted out on this here program, along with other shows on the network. So without further ado, our Patreon producers for this episode are Adriel Munger, Celeste Roberts, my wife, Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. I want to thank all of our Patreon producers. I want to thank all of our patrons. I want to thank all of our free listeners. Remember, if you listen on free feeds, leave us a 5-star rating or review. If you watch on YouTube, which our YouTube viewership has gone up quite a bit recently, give us a subscribe.
That's good.
Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Do it.
You'll feel good about it.
You will. You'll feel really good. That red bar will disappear. It'll turn gray. It means you're done. You know what I mean? It's like a game. It's like a video game. Fill up that red bar. It's done. I don't know.
Wow.
Just having a good time tonight, guys. Okay. Having a good time.
Having a good time.
All right, awesome. All right, so guys, I have a question for you. And this would be our icebreaker question before we.
All right.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't want to call it a bad habit, but what is something that you do that immediately when you catch yourself doing it, it makes you self-conscious?
Grabbing a snack every hour on the hour.
She stopped at grabbing. I was concerned on where that was going. Grabbing a snack. See, I'm just large, so it's expected of me to grab snacks. I don't.
Something I'm ashamed, like that, like we're ashamed or self-conscious of, like.
Well, I
can tell you something my wife doesn't like that I do. I bite my fingernails a lot, like a lot.
You know what? I'm right on board with that. My nails are awful, and then when people look at my hands, I hide them, and I'm like, "Don't look at me.
Yeah,
it's ugly."
Yeah.
Okay, so as a former fat kid, something that I'm very self-conscious of is the amount of times I like pull my shirt down. And it's just I don't know what it is. Like, well, I know what it is. Like, like my belly used to stick out, for a hot minute.
I do that on the show a lot because like right here, like sometimes when I slouch down, you see like the wrinkles, and like it's not necessarily the. But
I
like,
do that.
I just
do
like
it all the time.
I do this a lot on the show, like So.
Or shit. If someone asks me like reach for something in like a cabinet or whatnot, immediately like one hand goes up and one hand's at the hem of my shirt, like pulling it down.
Yeah.
As I'm sagging my underwear and nothing. It's just that no, like you can't like I don't want you to see any skin above the waistline. Not unless I've already taken off my shirt. Like if my shirt's on, you're not supposed to see skin.
What else? I don't know.
Yeah, I really can't recall.
I don't know. I just know all the things my wife doesn't like that I do. So I'm like
our spouses never like what there's always something our spouses are like, nah, I hate when you do that.
I know. It's fine.
Well, lately, this hasn't always been a bad habit, but like within the last year, I've been in a bad habit of constantly surfing the internet of more collectibles to buy, and then as soon as I buy it, I feel immediate shame. Like I don't know if I'm developing some sort of like shopping addiction that I've never had before, but like I'm like, I need to get this, I have to get that, I need to get this, I need to get that, to the point where like I'm kind of breaking my budget now, to the point where I'm kind of concerned. I even told my therapist today.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. I buy, like, for example, I started like just randomly the last couple months started collecting Switch games again. And I'm like, why? Why am I doing this? Like, Splatoon's coming on Friday. I'm like, why? You're not going to play it. Why did you buy it? I was like, you could trade in like 10 of these games and not bat an eye, and you could have gotten that really cool $300 Destiny statue that you've been wanting forever, But no.
Oh, and you know what? I thought about you, Corey. I was speaking to my son's friend in the neighborhood. Like, he now is a neighborhood friend. Mm-hmm. And I just chat with his dad during the play date and video games. And he's like, yeah, we have some old stuff like the Xbox One and Wii, which I have a Wii. Then he goes, I also have a Wii U that's collecting dust. I'm like, I will buy that off you. And he's like, well, I'm not ready to sell it yet, but I'll let you know. Like, I was foaming at the mouth. I'm like, a Wii U might be valuable in the future. I will take it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a bad habit for me, buying a lot of games.
It is a bad habit. No, you know what? It's not a bad habit for you because you don't have any other person's responsibility.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
You are free to do what you want, Ed.
They make a point there.
Okay.
Except sometimes I think your house is just made out of like DVD cases from old games. But
my mom still has the VHS for the 90s Disney movies. Like, we still got the Lion King. Yeah, we got like pretty much a lot of them that came out. We have.
Yeah, the puffy cases.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I know I still buy like Blu-rays and now for a lot of 4K stuff because of my Series X that I get. I think a bad habit for me probably is buying just a lot of bad food, like McDonald's and Taco Bell and all of that. Like, I know I shouldn't be eating this stuff, but I don't feel self-conscious about it because it's just like, this cheeseburger is good in my mouth right now.
Yeah.
So I think for me it would definitely be, it definitely would be, food. I know as a kid, it was me always. I think I had a bad habit of just trying to hide myself. So I would dress I mean, I would dress good, but I would kind of dress baggy because of my skin color and receiving that from other black kids. So it was always making me kind of self-conscious and self-esteem because it's just like, what did I ever do to you? And we're both black. Just because I'm dark skinned doesn't mean that I'm any different than you or anything. We both go through the same struggles and stuff. So I definitely used to have a bad habit of just dressing with baggy clothes and stuff. And I wasn't trying to do it for fashion or hip hop and stuff. It was just like I was trying to hide as much of my skin as I could and everything because of my skin color. But now I look for great dress shirts and ties and stuff, and I try to dress to the tens to show that I have self-esteem. I look professional, and that I'm here, I guess.
Nice.
And I love my skin. So.
Oh, here's another thing I get super self-conscious about. That's a bad habit: eating too fast. I will down an entire full plate in 5 minutes, and then the whole rest of the table of wherever I'm eating is just still taking their first few bites, and everyone just looks at me like, "Are you okay?"
That's me.
Yeah, I eat very fast too.
I'll run through some sushi in a heartbeat.
I think when I'm out, it's more relevant, but we never go out to eat, so like, I just don't really pay attention. We're trying to save for that house, trying to save money. Then I buy video games, and then we don't save money.
Yep, pretty much. That fund that I'm trying to save for Disney next year.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I do want to take a trip somewhere, and I don't know where I should go. Like, I want to take a single trip, just like me by myself.
Do it. I always wanted to do that, but I never did because I was always too worried about being by myself. So I always had to find someone to be with, whether it was a good idea or not.
Yeah.
I think for me, that would be the test. Like, go somewhere where no one knows me, and what can I do to like entertain myself and enjoy myself, and not really think about anybody worrying about me or anything, but just like, I'm gone for a whole week. Eddie V does not exist for a week.
Oh man, I would love to do something like that, but I feel like that would be when I would come back and like everything is destroyed. Because people wouldn't know how to act. I mean, real talk. Like Corey and Stephanie have heard this before. Like when I was unemployed from GameStop for a while, I basically spent a year without a cell phone, and people thought it was like the most detrimental thing in the world that ever happened. It's like to the point where it's like sometimes and I've gotten to the point where I don't like being tethered to a phone, so sometimes I will. If it wasn't a fact, if I got into a car and my car stereo is attached to my phone, I probably wouldn't have my phone as much. But there are literally times when I go out for walks and stuff, leave my phone at home, and man, in the 30, 45 minutes I'm out, fuckers have acted like the world came to an end.
My job, I was gone just for 3 whole days. Just gone. I went to go visit. Why did I come back to my job and they were just like, you can never go on a vacation? Because everything was destroyed. I was just like, that's not my problem. Like, you think I'm supposed to hold on to my phone so y'all could call me and I give out directions? I'm on vacation. I'm gone. You better find out how to do photo yourself. And you if I was to leave a job and you haven't learned anything while I was there, that's on you, not my responsibility. Because once I dip off, I dip off.
So. Yeah, well, that was. I guess that was a fun little icebreaker, right?
Yeah, I have a fun little icebreaker.
Oh, cool. What's up?
It's a short, sweet one too. And have you guys ever sent the wrong text or the wrong email to the wrong person. And it was an embarrassing one.
I have not. I have received some, but I have not sent any. I have been like, got phone calls from people, not phone calls. I have got a text from people who were in another state, and they were supposed to be meeting up at the club or something. I'm like, this is the wrong number, but hopefully you have your ID and you don't get thrown out the bar. Like I have received some stuff like that. Now, what I have seen people print out their text fights and arguments at work.
Wow.
At my job.
Wow.
So, and this is the thing about it. So, I got all of these photos, and I guess this person was this boyfriend and his new girlfriend were getting texts from the ex-girlfriend. So I guess the ex-girlfriend was printing out all the text messages of their argument and everything.
Jesus Christ.
To send it because the ex-girlfriend and the boyfriend have a child.
Wow. But still, that's doing the most.
So, but it gets good. I was reading everything to make sure what was going on. The tea was hot, so I had to be like, you know what? Let me get some M&Ms.
Oh my God!
So the thing is going on.
See, Ed is messy. Ed is messy.
The thing is going on, and they're sending me all of this. I can't do nothing. I have to read all of this because if anything is incriminating, I have to call the police. Or anything. So I'm reading everything. They're talking about this child, and the whole thing popped off because of some truck or anything. Come to find out, the child that they was having that's in question goes to my friend's church school.
Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
So, and my friend is a co-pastor of that church, and he was principal of that school. So I was just like, oh, this is some unholiness going on. So I literally, while reading everything, I had to ask my friend, hey, this may be a little bit out of left field, but I've got some photos of somebody's text with a student that goes to your school. So I don't know if the woman is from your church or the man is from your church. But all I know is they had a heated argument of what's going on. And I'm like, oh, wow. But luckily he didn't know who the people were because they don't go to his church. And his school was a private school. So I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah. So I wasn't being messy. I was being a respectable employee, just making sure that everything was correct. You send me the drama, I'ma read the drama. Cause this is only one cigarette to smoke in all my cigarettes. The ghetto soap operas of the hood.
Wow.
Yes. So hopefully that answered your question, Stephanie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's great because I had an incident happen to me the other day because I used to pride myself in saying it's never happened to me because I'm very meticulous. I hear all the horror stories of maybe forwarding something to the wrong person. Now, granted, actually, I did do it once to a date, and I've told that story when I went on a date with this Irish bartender, and I sent a text that was meant for my best friend to him, about worrying that he might spike my drink. Does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But since then, I'm like, no, I'm very careful. Well, it happened the other day. So I was texting between my boyfriend and a Boss Rush member.
Oh.
And for the boss rush person, it was, business talk about like stuff that I'm writing. And my boyfriend, we were talking about, stuff we'll be doing later on. I will say that it was a sexual text, but it wasn't graphic, but it was very much a sexual text about what I could be doing for him while he's doing his fantasy football draft. I'll just leave it there.
Happy time.
Happy time. And so the boyfriend, he has an Android, so his texts are green. Said Boss Rush member has an iPhone, so the things are blue.
It's blue.
So when I sent the message, it's sent in blue, and I'm like, what? And I immediately sent like 8 text messages. Like, don't read that. I'm sorry. I'm not hitting on you. That was supposed to be for my boyfriend. I'm so embarrassed. And obviously that person just took it in stride. And they're like, oh, we've all done it before. It's okay. But I died. I was so humiliated. I don't think I've ever sent anything remotely inappropriate. Just like, especially like sexually inappropriate. No wrong pictures to the wrong person. No nothing. Like I said, it could have been worse. I could have been very explicit, and it was just kind of. It was high level, but it was still embarrassing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are embarrassing.
Corey, pay attention. I feel ignored.
I've sent some text. I've sent some text from my boyfriend to my personal trainer. That's been fun. Yeah. Like I've seen everything from hey babe, good morning, all the way up to hey, I cannot wait to see you tonight when I get over to your place. And given that my trainer now lives in Atlanta, Georgia, he knew at that point that text was not meant for him.
Oh.
Wow.
I make sure who I text when sitting text out. So
I'm usually pretty good about it too.
Well, Corey's being quiet.
What makes you think I have something to say?
Shoot, Corey texts me a lot, and I text him back. So
yeah, but the texts I send you are supposed to go to you.
Well, yeah, of course.
No, I mean, yeah. Here's some advice. When you're dating multiple people at once, don't mix up the conversation.
Oh,
wow.
Whoops.
Don't do that. It's bad. It's bad news all around.
Yeah.
All around. Especially when 2 of them live together.
Whoa.
Don't do
oh
that.
boy.
Whoa.
That just takes too much work.
Dirty dog.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah. We'll just put it that way.
Corey's lived an interesting life.
Yes,
so
yes,
far.
he has. Yes, he has.
There is a clear cutoff point. We'll say that.
Wow.
But yeah, yeah. Also, don't. Let's see. Don't text your ex-girlfriend for a booty call when you know she's dating someone else, because that is also bad news.
But is that when you're drunk or sober?
Oh no, I was sober.
Okay.
I just remembered
because
some
people who are drunk would text all that too. They don't care who it is.
No, I was totally sober, and it was at a point in my life where I was very confident in the way that I looked. We'll just put it that way. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, it worked, but it was also a so bad idea. Hope she doesn't listen to this. That would be awkward. Also, it was like 15
know what
years
this
ago,
is.
so.
Wow.
Anyways, good times.
Who else has a funny icebreaker type question?
Nope.
Nobody?
Any weird, like, I don't know. Any weird or
dreams?
No.
No.
Any weird, like, crazy dating stories or like, well, okay, so rebound stories, I guess you would say.
Rebound stories.
Yeah. So here's my example. Super crazy. Do not recommend. I was working at the restaurant and I had just gotten out of a relationship. This was way before I met my wife, so nobody think anything like that. Okay. I was kind of dating 2 girls at the same time, and they also don't date people that you work with or
that's
yeah.
It's the number one thing.
Yeah, so they were both at the Christmas party that year. They both found out. Whoops. Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. So that was not fun. It was kind of fun, but I was also a dickhead. So don't be a dickhead. But I left with someone else. So as they were fighting each other.
Dang.
Whoops. Anyways, anything like that? Come on, LeRon, I know you have something like that.
Nothing that messy, but I will admit that I wasn't the most faithful person in my 20s, and at the time, actually this is back, back when I was in the Navy, I was dating this woman, and I was really serious with her. I was dating her and stuff like that, and just kind of has gotten to like let's just call it an entanglement with somebody else and stuff like that. But this is also the age where when you're too stupid to set boundaries and like let people know like what type of relationship this is. Are you a fuck buddy? Are you something serious? Are we casually dating? Are we friends with benefits? Stuff like that. That was like everybody makes that mistake in not setting boundaries. At certain points and stuff like that. So one night, my actual girlfriend and I were out on a date. We went because right outside the military base, there's a big ass movie theater like complex and stuff like that. When I say it's a complex, like it's like your typical movie theater, but like they've also got like a full blown restaurant in there. They had an arcade and all that stuff. And when I say they had an arcade, I mean like a sizable portion of their floor was arcade games and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she and I both were gamers and stuff. And I remember we were playing one of those mech games, the ones where you actually sit down and you actually have the controls and all that stuff, and it's like you're a tank commander and stuff like that. Yeah. And so like so it was like here, I'll pilot, you shoot. Stuff like that. So like here we are, like she's sitting in my lap, we're playing the game and all that stuff. And I remember we're just playing the game, right? And I kept feeling somebody like tapping me on my shoulder. So I'm sitting there like, what the hell's going on? So I turn around and it's the other girl. It's the other girl. And she knew I was dating somebody. But she didn't know like to what level, like was I stepping out on my girlfriend or whatnot, so like that. So I turn around, I look up, and I see her, and I'm like trapped, It's like we're legit in a staring contest for a second, right? And so she looks over my shoulder and down to see my girlfriend's in my lap, and then like she like kind of like leans back for a second, and she gives me like this head nod, and she just walks off.
So your girlfriend like didn't notice like you shifting or moving or
No, not at all. Well, she was shooting, so she was basically I was driving, she was shooting. So like she was doing her thing, so she was completely in the game at that moment and stuff like that. Yeah, needless to say, like the next day, like I had a conversation with the other person. I was like, "Hey, we gotta stop." Wow. Which the other person was cool with, but at the same time, I also got a little bit of shit. It was like, hey, like, like if you're really serious, like, like we shouldn't have been going as long as we've been going. Yeah. So that's when I learned I can't. That's when I learned I can't juggle. Like I don't know how people do it. Where it's like they've got like a black book that's like a freaking like a phone book or whatnot. Like they've got this person, that person, that person. Like they know what night they're going on dates and with who, and like who's not calling them and all this stuff. It's like no, hell no, I can't do that. No, I can't do it with two people. There's no way in hell I'm gonna do it with a book full of people.
Wow. Have you guys ever used a fake name?
Yeah, I
besides online, you mean?
Yeah.
I go.
I thought like you talking about in real life. Like when you've got like multiple people on the hook.
Yes.
I go by Devin. So I have.
By who?
Devin.
Oh, I love that name.
I like it.
Now I will say I have. Oh goodness, I don't know if I should tell the story.
Do it.
Here
Tell
we
it.
Go.
Yes.
So
an Ed story. Finally.
So, let's just say I used a certain app for men, and one of the guys that I hooked up with quite for some time that I hooked up with had a wife.
Whoops.
So, the last time that I had hooked up with this guy,
low down dirty,
the wife was in the house. He was in a trailer. So he invited me to come. So I went to the trailer.
You came all right.
We fooled around, but I stopped because his wife started coming to the trailer.
Well, we've all had that happen.
So I literally kind of stopped, hid, and I guess he locked the door, and then she went back out because he wasn't in the house. So he was just like, I'm gonna go in and go make sure that she's okay. So I got my stuff and got dressed and headed on out in the dark and literally left and literally never talked to him again.
As you should.
Gave him the fake name and everything. Like I haven't seen him. He hasn't seen me. But it was a adventure. I would say that because I didn't expect his wife to come out. So that for me, yeah, I have had some roller coasters of experience, I should say.
Wow.
Yeah, the threesomes that I have. Yeah.
Who knew?
So
you got some game, and I mean that in a complimentary way. Like I wish I had game, but I have none. In fact, I probably have negative amount of game.
No, I stopped that type of gaming.
Yeah. I think once I find someone, all of that will come to an end, I should say.
Hey, yeah, until you find someone you do you. I always wish I could kind of do something daring and crazy. Remember when we were talking about New Year's resolutions?
Yeah.
Like on After Dark.
Yeah, you hop in that car yet?
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I'm gonna do a sex in public type thing. It's September. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, I've done that.
See, I'm a wuss. Like I'm too scared. I'm like, I'm gonna get arrested or something.
No, I've done that. It takes a while, and it's not hard to do, but it's just like that person got to get the hint to be like, hey, I kind of want to fool around over here. Come with me. Let's fool around. But yeah.
Wow.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. I said nothing.
Have I said anything?
What? Anybody else? Anybody got a thing?
I already spilled my beans. Come on, dude.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Well, I think I told Stephanie about, I have had a threesome. And I actually had it kind of about 2 or 3 times, but one of them both of them was with the same person. And this person, they're married, they had an open relationship, all of that. But I have done it with him and his boyfriend. I literally took his boyfriend to Six Flags, drove him home. We had a threesome. I went into the other room to go sleep. The other boyfriend came in. We did it. And then in the morning, had a threesome again.
Wow.
So,
I'm impressed.
So, yeah. And then the last time I had one was that the same guy, he had someone else. He was leaving to go to, Corey's going to laugh at this. He left Chicago to go to Ohio. So, his husband was somewhere, and he wasn't with the boyfriend. So he invited me to come over because it was his last time seeing me and everything. And I was like, okay, we'll go over. We talk video games. But he also invited someone else to another guy. So we ended up having that threesome. And that was the last threesome that I had before he left to Ohio.
Aww.
So, I have had an adventure in the love life. But now I just need to find my own boo and be like, we could do things.
I don't have any good like rebound type stories that are interesting or fun. Anytime I rebound, it's a bad decision fueled tragedy. Like it's all sad. None of it's fun.
I've been the rebound, and I'm always on the horrible end of the rebound, because like I'm basically the one that gets taken advantage of in the rebound situation. So I've tried not to be a rebound I mean, it's been a while since I've been a rebound.
Yeah, I've never been one. I just but yeah.
I don't know. Someday I would like to have the courage to do like a threesome kind of thing, but I know myself and I'm a terribly jealous person. Not on purpose and not in a crazy dangerous way, but I just know that is it worth the mental anguish that I'll put myself through after the fact, which is unfortunate because I always wanted to have that experience.
I think once it's going. And I think for me, it's just like I just want everybody to enjoy it and react the way that they need to react. And like we're having this moment, and this is something we all agree to, and it is what it is. I know personally for me, I'm trying to be fair for both other parties, and if one feels like they're not getting enough, let me know so then I could fix that and everything. Because y'all got to get yours, but I'm definitely got to get mine. If I come to it, I got to get mine.
See, at least Ed, you've had same-sex threesomes. I've always had male female threesomes, and it's the straight threesome. So like it's the two guys doing the guy girl thing, and not the everybody's just doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Like I've never had same-sex threesome. Never had same-sex threesome, and never had the two girls one guy threesome. Never had that. Been in some group sex situations, but nothing.
That's what I'm waiting for. It's kind of like the group / orgy.
Well, speaking for myself personally, it's sensory overload for me. There's too much going on at that point. Like, oh, okay, once it gets outside of 4 people, it's too much going on.
Well, I think I'm assuming I had one because I've been to a bathhouse in Chicago.
See, no, I couldn't.
And I think there was an area that everybody was just doing it. And so I guess going in, and because I like to be a vocal person, so I guess I like to be not somewhat controlling, but I want to make sure that if the other person is having fun or enjoying it, I need to vocally hear that and everything. So
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
So when everything was happening, it was just all types of stuff. I think that was kind of like, I kind of want to experience that, but like in a home or something. And just
in a more controlled situation.
Yeah. So, but I haven't did the other kind of threesome, like the 2 girls and me, or a guy girl. I haven't did that yet. So this is a lot of awkward silence.
I know.
Well,
I know.
For me, it's more like I wish I had more to contribute from like an exploration standpoint. So I'm sitting here like, man, what do I have to offer here? I'm probably like the most, in a sense, inexperienced and lame person. Part of it is my sheltered growing up hood, being a late bloomer, and having very crazy irrational fears about going outside my comfort zone.
I think for me is, outside of being single, is that I kind of just want to learn about sex and different sex, and kinks and stuff like that. I mean, there's a limit that I would go and everything, but I think for me, it's more educational for me and stuff, because
see, I want to learn some of the kink aspect of stuff too.
Yeah,
like I'm not sure how far like along I would get into it. Like I'm not sure like if I'm going to be like the recipient of it, or if I'm going to be the person that is like engaging and getting it done or whatnot. But I want to explore that.
Well, I think a lot of my dreams lately, when it comes to kink and fetish and stuff, have been not the full puppy play, but people in pup masks. Pup masks.
That's odd for me.
Like, but I think for me, it's like in my dreams, is that I have people who are into pup play, and they come to me, and of course, like nothing really sexual ever happens. It's really for them to release their anxiety, their stress, and things like that. They kind of find comfort in me, because when they're with me, I like kind of rub their head, tell them they're a good pup and stuff like that. And I wonder, in real life, would I be able to do that? And I think I could do that. I wouldn't get under the mask or anything, but I think I could tell people who are into it, who need to hear that, like, hey, you're a good pup, or you're doing good, you're looking good, pup. Get into that kind of kink, because that's something that would be definitely new to me and everything. And this, like I said, it's more of, I know people call it, I think, aftercare or something like that, but it'll be something for me to learn, to be like, if you're one way when you're in your street clothes or business clothes, you might be a different way when you get home and get under the mask and everything. So if even, we don't have to do anything sexual, but I'm like, if I'm someone that would be, that you feel encouraged or you feel safe with when it comes to that, hopefully I could be that person to do. So I think pup play would be something I would probably, or the pup kink I would get into, just to see how it is and learn about that.
My whole thing is I want to do like the rope and bondage stuff.
That fascinates me.
Yeah, it does. Like I want to learn how to do the knots and everything. Like I want to get into that. Like do some restraint and stuff like that.
What's the safe word on YouTube? They have.
I follow them.
Yeah. So, bondage would be something I would love to just see people do, because I love. Sometimes it's so creative and it's so artistic to me that I love how they get the designs and stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is about it too. It's like I don't know, like you just appreciate the rope work.
Yes. Stuff. I think the latex stuff doesn't do anything for me yet.
Latex is only good if the person that's in the latex has a really nice body to begin with. That's all I'm going to say on that one. But that's just a personal thing. That's not me. That's not me like body shaming anybody out there. Like to me, like the if you're gonna be all trussed up looking like a summer sausage, look appetizing. You know what I mean?
And I can understand that people are into that. I think that's something that that'd be something I would study, like, and study as in talking to that person, what they enjoy about it, how they got into it, and like what does it do to them, like mentally and stuff, instead of physically, because I think physically it's just something that's sexual to them, but mentally I'm like, what does it do you mentally to stimulate you that you continue to do this?
It's really funny. I'm always like talking the talk as far as like stuff that I express interest in, and I'm genuine about it. And some of it's just as simple as like a role play like thing, like like sexy librarian or schoolgirl, like nothing that out of the ordinary. But it's funny when I was getting into it the other week, my boyfriend just kind of initiated like that conversation of the role play, like, because there's dialogue in role play, right? Like, hey, my book is due, or I don't know what is, like stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to make stuff. I'm not good with some. So when he like initiated that on the spot, all of a sudden my awkwardness came, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for it. I totally broke the mood, and I felt so bad because I was just like I was like, I need to, and he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, you should have told me that we were gonna do this today so I could prepare.
I need a script.
I feel like I felt like the least sexiest person on the planet that night. I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't be sexy librarian tonight. I don't know what to say. He's like, it's okay. Just put those glasses on and I'll do the rest. I'm like, okay.
Go on. It's glasses. It's a ponytail, and it's a skirt that at least gets a little bit past the mid thigh.
I know, but like, I just verbally just couldn't. I just started laughing. I was like,
Don't forget the knee socks.
And a pencil or a pen in your in your ear. Like,
don't forget the knee socks.
Yeah, you're talking to three men here. Like we can teach you how to pull this off.
Oh, the dressing the part's not the problem. It's the
Don't worry. There's rarely anything after the outfit.
Exactly.
Well, he was trying to create a dialogue, and I wasn't ready for that.
Well, he's trying too hard.
Exactly.
As someone who is a fan of just sexy versions of normal outfits, I am.
My friends give me so much hell about this, but I love seeing women dressed up, especially in like a business office attire. Oh my god. Like, this is probably why I don't work like a bigger part in the corporate world, because I wouldn't know how to fucking behave. Well, I don't mean that in like I'm going to be in HR, as a fucking nightmare or something like that. I'm not gonna be able to get my work done.
See, I couldn't do it because I would be looking at the fashion and be ready to put the outfit together and just be like,
see, can't have that.
But if you,
Ed's the only person trying to put clothes back on someone.
No. But wow. But the reason why is I worked in retail for 9 years, so I had to dress men and women for years. So when it comes to looking at out, it's actually quite fun.
I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry.
So when it comes to seeing clothes and stuff, like it's so visionary of that for me to like get their outfit together and stuff. So if someone was trying to do a sexy outfit, I'm like, okay, let's see what idea that you have. Okay, this is the layout. You need to get this.
Yeah, you're doing too much, Ed.
And that's the thing about it. When it comes to something like that, my mind would go to dress this person up in the best that they could be, because that's what that's what 9 years of retail working has done to me in the clothes industry. It's more getting that person to look their best and thinking nothing else of it after. So at least you're gonna be sexy, you're gonna be cute sexy. Like you're gonna look hot. Now what Corey said, what comes after that, that's all.
Ed's here run his office like next top model.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, whatever the look is, I don't judge. I just like a good look. But
yeah, I'm the same.
Oh, I wish I could have it that simple. Mine just
you do. You're the woman. Just put some clothes on.
No. Like here's like if we delve further into as far as like how dirty talk is, yeah, sure, it's a turn on, right? Everyone a little bit, not a lot. Like I don't want to have a conversation while it's happening. Like, you know, the basic stuff like, oh, that feels good. I'm obviously not gonna say it anyway. But then he'll go, tell me how it feels good. I'm like, I don't know. I can't. Maybe my brain is more like the guy, because like when I'm in it, my brain is just like shut down. Like I don't really think. I just go by instinct, feel, touch, sight, smell. When someone starts being like, oh, it feels good, tell me what it feels like. I'm like, I
see. It's that vocal thing. Sometimes people are stimulated by being vocal. That's kind of how I am. I get stimulated by being vocal or hearing vocal stuff to be like, okay, yes.
I wish I could like, well, don't the sounds I make like indicative enough? But apparently I have to describe it like how people describe a wine. Like I don't know.
See, that ruins the mood. What the heck am I describing for? I'm an author, but I'm like, we're not doing a book. Like we're doing the shebang. Like let's get it on. Like you know how good this feels, but you want some reassurance inside yourself. No,
just tell them it's dry. It's fine.
Look.
Snap.
If you are pounding me into the dirt, you know how that feels. Just say something and go and let's just get it in. Just say it. Like,
I'm learning way more about Ed tonight than I think I really.
You don't need to describe it.
Hey, are you still doing podcasts with that black guy? Is he still gay?
Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah. Anyways, I should tell her 2 of them this time. Gosh, imagine that conversation if I had to have that with her. I do a podcast with 2 bisexual black guys, but they're not together. I would have to specify that.
She's like, my boy's getting it on both ends. That's probably where her mind would go.
It's all right. We told so side tangent about my mom. I know this is really where we want to go after we just talked about sexual fantasies for 20 minutes. My cousin recommended Uncoupled to my mom.
To your mom.
Well, my mom asked her what she was watching. She's like, I'm watching this show called Uncoupled with Neil Patrick Harris, and it's really good. You should watch it. And I was like, no. My mom would just, her house would catch on fire Jesus would smite her down.
Wow.
I don't know. It would.
Is your mom religious like that?
She pretends to be.
Ah.
But but my wife and I are watching, and it's actually really good.
It's a fun show, isn't it?
It is. It's really fun. I like it.
I got 2 more episodes, so then I'll be finished.
We have 4, I think. But anyways, that was the story. But yeah. Anyways, outfits are fun. Outfits are fun. I enjoy a good outfit.
Did you check out that link I sent?
No, I'm not clicking on anything while we're
while
we're recording, because that audio is going to come through on the recording.
Oh yeah. You don't want that in.
Just real quick, just before we wrap up, since we're talking about outfits, and I know it's mostly about like female outfits, can I just tell you what looks really great on a man is just a suit and tie. Like, I know it's not meant to be a sexual outfit, but if I see like a classic black suit and tie, like, my basement's getting flooded. I'm just like, holy crap.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I wish I looked good in a suit and tie, but my body is too large, and it just makes me look larger than I am, and it upsets me.
My suit had to be well tailored.
To be fair, it's the coat, it's the jacket that does it. Like, I like a vest with a tie.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I guess it's because of
it's because our shoulders are wide. No, it's because our shoulders are wide, and like when the jacket is untailored, it just goes down the width of your.
It looks like we're wearing a drape.
Yeah.
And see, that's the stuff that I had to do at work. I had to teach men the right way to find their coat and jacket and everything. I did that.
All right, Ed, shut up.
All right, I'll have Ed consult my boyfriend so that when he does indulge in my fantasy, he'll actually look good for it.
But see, I'm also my problem is I'm also very blue collar. So like I like dressing up, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna wear the slacks. I'm gonna have a nice belt. I'm gonna have the button up shirt with the tie and stuff. But my sleeves are gonna be rolled up. I'm so blue collar.
How about uniform too? Like a police uniform, a fireman's uniform, an army uniform.
Let me tell you, the female versions of those outfits are very fun.
I miss my military days. I miss the uniform. Oh my god.
The uniform thing still doesn't do it for me.
Oh my gosh.
The uniform doesn't.
Let me tell you.
Let me walk into a food line and the fucking fire trucks out there in the
okay, now that I will say yes. Because when I used to work at the grocery store, there was some fine men that used to come into the fire hydrant.
Whoa.
They're
trying to find out where the hose is going, right?
Oh, I used to just be like, come through my line.
Let me tell you what I used to think was the sexiest thing ever, and I still do to this day, is just like my wife used to wear like a I don't know, what is it, spaghetti strap, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah.
With a pair of oversized sweatpants. Used to do it for me.
A spaghetti strap what? Bra?
No,
tank top?
Tank top.
An oversized sweatpants. Okay.
That used to do it for me too.
So casual, like.
Yeah. They were my sweatpants, so.
I have a tomboy thing, so I used to love seeing my girlfriend wearing my boxers.
I mean, that's always a crowd pleaser too.
Yeah, I always want to fight though whenever they got too cozy with my hoodies though.
Oh,
it's fair.
And actually, I'm surprised my boyfriend hasn't started that crap yet.
Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah.
We'll see. Wintertime's coming.
Oh, him taking your hoodies?
Yeah, he hasn't yet.
What? Like what kind of hoodies? Like the thin ones or the big thick ones?
Doesn't matter.
All of them.
I mean, yeah.
Only reason why I say that is because some people, like in some areas, wear the big thick hoodies in the wintertime. And then there's some people who just like go out with a thin hoodie and then some shorts because they're driving down the car.
I've got what's called quote unquote summer hoodies, where it's basically like a hoodie, but like it's perfect for like hot weather.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I've got some of those, but I usually don't break those out until like right when the fall season starts, though, because I get hot real fast, so it doesn't even matter if it's meant for summer. Like it still heats me up.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I just had to ask. Which ones?
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take it on home. This has been Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the wow, I just screwed that all up, didn't I?
Wow.
This has been Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the flagship show of the Boss Rush Network. I gotta find a way to streamline that or something, don't I?
Nah. This is
Ed,
almost 40 episodes, LeRon. If you didn't streamline it by now, you're not going to. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess that works. Ed, thanks for joining us tonight, man. We love you. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me.
We love you, Ed.
I get to be open on episodes like this.
Yeah. Why don't you let everyone that's checking us out know where they can find you at?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatRetroCode and on Instagram, and check out Nintendo Power Block, Expression Pass, Talk the Walk, and other podcast stuff on bossrush.net and on my writings at bossrush.net. By the time you guys see this, the review of Saints Row 2, the new Saints Row is up, and you guys could check that out. Yeah.
All right. Stephanie.
People can find me on the internets at Klimov_author on Twitter and Instagram. My articles on bossrush.net as well, Wednesday nights on the Boss Rush podcast, and also the Standard Definition Disney episodes.
All right, Corey.
You can find me at IamCoreyNHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Powblock, on Standard Def, and Boss Rush podcast, and various other things on the internet.
And as always, you can catch me on social media, YouTube, Twitch, PlayStation Network, Steam, by looking up Exodus 803. I want to thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. It's always a pleasure that you get a chance to listen to us, because we always like coming back here every Wednesday and doing our thing for you on Boss Rush After Dark. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a good one, and we will see you on the next episode of Boss Rush After Dark. And just remember, this is the show where we talk about everything that's not always content appropriate for the other anchor shows of the network. Y'all have a good night. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.